Hi, in the previous video we have got the basic understanding of user-defined function in Python, and in this video we will continue with the same. Here we have two functions called findsum, but we have different number of arguments. Here we are calling findsum with arguments. If we will try to run this code, it will give you the proper result. But what if we change the order? And if we will run this code, it will throw you an error. And what is this error? Findsum got an unexpected arguments called n3. But why this is happening? Because we have different methods, but based on the number of parameters, this should be the concept of method overloading. And if we are passing variable number of arguments, then this method should be called. But in Python, method overloading is not supported. Let's verify it. Put a debugger point over there and try to debug this code. So here we can find out first times if findsum encounter, it goes and creates a function variable. So findsum is stored at this location 4ed30. Again findsum is encountered. So instead of creating another separate function variable, it just updates its memory address. In Python, everything is an object. So instead of creating an extra function variable, it just updates its memory location. In simpler terms, it just updates this function's definition. The order of function definition matters in Python because Python is an interpreted language, and whatever the function is defined at the later stage, it is considered. And that is why we are getting here this exception. Now let's talk about lambda function. Lambda function is called anonymous function in other programming language, and it is used when you do not know whether this function can be reused or not, and the function is one-liner. The syntax is very simple. We have a keyword called lambda over here. Provide the number of parameter it takes. For example, here it takes two parameter a and b. Okay. Whatever you want to return from that function, use it after this colon. So I am saying a plus b. We can store the value whatever is returned from this lambda function in output variable, and to call it we can simply say something like print output. If we will try to print this output, it will return you a lambda object. So let's try to, yes, this is a lambda object. So to call it, we have to call it something like this one. It takes two arguments, so I'll pass 5 and 10, and it should give us 15. Great. Even you can pass the default arguments, so default parameters, so you can say something like this one. And if I'll remove the second argument, so still it will give you the same result as 15. Now let's talk about the concept of unreachable code. So whatever is written after the return statement, those codes are unreachable. For example, here in findsum method, I have one print statement called unreachable code. VS Code is intelligent and it gives you the code is unreachable by pylons. In Java, if you have any unreachable code, it gives you compile time error. But in Python, let's verify whether it is the case or not. So just try to run this code. We are getting the, okay, so we have called the different method. So let's say findsum. So let's call this method. We are getting 15. So no compile time error. So in Python, due to unreachable code, we do not get any compile time error. So next thing, let's verify whether the execution cursor enters this stage or not. It encounters the function, declare into the function variable. Again go to here. So if you'll find out, yes, this is output variable in the function variable because of lambda function. Findsum, F11 to go inside that function, F10 for the next part, and if it again press F10, then it will not go to this stage but outside this function. You can find out, yes. So in this way we can say that if anything is written after the return statement, that is considered as the unreachable code. So we know that this is called the parameters and this is called number of arguments, and there is a way to pass this number of parameters or call these parameters. For example, if I'll say n3, So after defining a keyword arguments, I am passing one simple parameter. Then it says n3 is not exist. Non-default argument follows default argument. So there is a specific order in which you can define your parameters. The order is something like, first you have to say your normal parameter, then you can have your variable length normal parameter, then you can have your keyword arguments, and then you can have variable length keyword arguments. So this is the order. So if you are defining a function, then you can have something like args over here, and here you can have keyword arguments. Now let's talk about the different type of variables in Python. There are two types of variable in Python, local variable and global variable. They are mainly based on the concept of reachability, till where the variables are reachable. For example, we have a value a is equal to initial val, and we have a method called change a, and here we are first printing print a. Okay, and after doing that we are calling this method change over here. It will give you a proper result. Print a will give you print the print val concept. Great. But what if you want to change the value of this a? So we are saying a is equal to new val, and we are trying to print over here print a, and similarly after changing the value just try to print the value over here also. And if we will try to run this code, it will throw you an error. And what is this error? Local variable a reference before assignment. And where this error is happening, let's verify it. Here the exception has occurred, unbound local error. To tell the Python interpreter that we are going to use the global variable, we have the concepts of global keyword. So we will say something like global a, and now if we'll try to run this code, then it is giving us new val. So the value has been changed. In the next video, I'll tell you about recursion. So stay tuned for further updates. And if you like this content, please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any doubt, then please let me know in the comment section.